Hi, it's Crystal from Crystal Dawn Culinary, and today I'm going to show you how to open a young coconut. So we use a lot of young coconut meat in the online Raw Dessert Chef Certification course, and I want to show you the different kinds of coconuts because I get this question a lot. So a lot of students will end up using the brown coconut meat and wondering why they're not getting the results that they're supposed to. Now, young coconuts are harder to find. Brown coconuts are a lot easier to source, but the meat in these two are completely different. A brown coconut is a mature coconut. So the coconut meat is going to be really tough and really thick, and then meat from a young coconut is going to be a lot softer and thinner. Young coconuts are different in different regions, so you can also get green ones on the outside. Some of them are actually a lot rounder. They don't have this pyramid shape. You just want to make sure that you're using meat from a young coconut. The meat from the brown coconut is still really great to use. It has a lot of health benefits. It actually makes really good coconut cream. But if you blend the meat, it's never going to get a really smooth finish. It's going to have a bit of a grainy texture, which is why we use the young coconuts. So for opening up a young coconut, I'm going to show you two methods. I'm going to show you how to open it with a cleaver and a coconut opening tool. And I do prefer this method because it's a lot safer, and you'll see why. You want to make sure that you're doing this on a very sturdy surface. So I like to use a big cutting board on something really sturdy, and the coconut water will splatter a bit, so you want to make sure there's nothing around that you don't mind getting a bit of coconut water on. Now I'm going to be using the Coco Jack tool, and here you're just going to take this one and you're going to put it over top of the point on the coconut. So there's actually a little mark at the top of the tool here, and this is where I'm supposed to hit the hammer because we want this tool to go into the coconut on this side so that I can lift out the top like this. So I'm going to go ahead and start hammering. So now I've hammered this tool into the coconut, and all I'm gonna do is just do this and open it up. And the reason why I have the scissors is because you'll see that this part here is still attached. So I just take scissors and cut this out. So now we have our beautiful coconut all ready to use. You definitely want to keep the water. It's really high in minerals, it's super high in electrolytes, really hydrating. So we're gonna just pour it into the strainer to get some of the fiber and get it into the bowl because we definitely want to use that. And then now we're going to get the meat out of here. So I have a soup spoon, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it around and just start scooping the meat like this away from the shell. There we go. Now we have our coconut meat. So this meat looks absolutely beautiful, so I'm going to use this. You want to make sure that it's not pink. If it's pink, that means that there's mold. So this looks really good to use. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to remove all these fibrous bits, and sometimes they peel off just really easy like this. And then if not, this is what I have this paring knife here for. Get these bits here that we don't want. You can leave some fiber, it doesn't matter. It's just going to darken the recipe up a little bit, which is why I like to totally remove it. So we have our beautiful coconut meat now to use. You definitely want to put this in the fridge. It will last about 3 days in the fridge, or you can freeze it. So what I do is I buy a bunch of coconuts, I take the coconut meat out and I freeze it and put it in the freezer for when I want to use it. So when I'm using the cleaver, you want to make sure that you have your thumb and your finger positioned like this so that you have a good hold on it. What we're gonna do is we're gonna hammer the cleaver into the top in 4 points like this so that we're able to open up the top. So now we've opened up the coconut this way with the cleaver, and you can see that we've created a nice hole in the top. And then you're gonna scoop the meat out the exact same way that we did with the other coconut. And then you have some beautiful young coconut meat and coconut water to use in your recipes. You can add the coconut water to your smoothies, it's really nice. And you can use the coconut meat and also in smoothies, dressings, cakes, puddings, tarts, so many different things. So I really hope you enjoyed this video on how to open up young coconuts, and I think you'll see now that it's not that difficult. It's actually quite easy, but the more practice you have, then the easier it is. If you have any questions about this video at all, please leave a comment below and I'd be happy to help.